Hello, everybody. Welcome to another English lesson with me, teacher Zdenek, and my student today is none other than Julia. Hi, Julia.
Hi.
How are you?
Not bad. So.
So.
Hmm.
What's going on?
It's okay.
Well, you told me before we started this live that you are a bit sleepy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
How so?
I am always sleepy, almost always. So
You're
it's normal for
almost
me.
always sleepy.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason behind it?
I don't know. I wonder why is this? I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm like bear.
I mean, how are your sleeping habits? Do you sleep enough? Do you sleep at regular times?
No.
No.
I'm working on shift, so it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine. So you also work night shifts,
Mm-hmm. I
right?
think we spoke before.
Yeah. But my
About this.
memory is like Swiss cheese, so I keep forgetting these things. Yeah, I vaguely remember you mentioning it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as always, this is an improvised conversation. So we don't really know what we are going to talk about. So if there are any listeners, or we should say viewers, right? This is not a podcast. This is a YouTube video. Who would like to ask us anything, suggest things we could talk about, please go ahead. Leave comments, and then we will respond to them with Julia. And this might even help us. It might help us with what we're gonna talk about. Yeah, Julia.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Maybe. What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe there will be some strange comments, so no
Right.
need
So
to
we should.
respond on everything.
Are you saying we should censor the comments a little bit? Yeah. Should there be some censorship here? No. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know
Censor.
what it is.
Yeah. Censor something. Uh-huh. Right. As always, I'll be making some notes in a Google document, and we're gonna go through the notes later during the lesson. Yeah. But first, we need to talk about something, Julia. I know you're quite shy. I want to ask you what it is like to be
Be
shy.
shy.
Like, yeah, I want to know. I want to
It's
know.
horrible. It's horrible.
Why? It can't be that bad. I find it actually quite cute. I hate people like myself. When I meet people like myself who need to talk 24/7, I'm like, oh come on, I can't be with you. I prefer people who are shy.
I'm also talkative sometimes with some people,
With
but
some
mostly
people.
I just try to cover I'm shy,
Mhm.
so I speak a lot sometimes.
Sometimes. How about today?
Not much. Yeah,
Not much. Not
not
much.
much. Not much because I'm sleeping.
You are
I,
sleepy. Is that
yeah,
your excuse? Is that your excuse, Julia?
yeah.
By the way, don't worry. You're not alone. And I'm not talking about myself. I don't think I'm shy, but this person is shy. Hot cop, if that's how it should be pronounced, is also shy. So, there are a lot of shy people in the world. And I think that's what makes the world more interesting. Anyway, it doesn't help the lesson though, because we need to find something to talk about. The only thing that people are saying is basically hi, hello, and all that. But there's a suggestion that Julia could tell us about the place where she lives.
Okay.
Is that something you would like to talk about, Julia? You don't have to, but
No. It's a hard question for
okay.
shy people like me.
Oh, that's a good. I've got a good question for you. What is a
Yeah.
good question for shy people then?
Oh, it's hard.
Come on. What is a
Uh,
good question? What kind of things would you like to be asked about as a shy person, or what's comfortable for you to be asked about?
maybe maybe about nothing. Maybe about weather or food or something.
Weather or food?
No, I
Okay.
don't like questions. Yeah, it depends who is asking. Yeah, it's different.
Of
Yeah,
course, yeah. So does it help if you know the person well then?
yeah,
It
it's
does.
yeah,
Okay. Does it also make a difference if you like the person?
yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So it could be someone you know really well, but you don't like them, so you wouldn't want them to ask you questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've got someone watching from far Brazil. Yeah. Can you believe it, Julia? How famous you are. Despite being shy, you are so famous. Right. So you want to talk about weather or food? Hmm.
No, don't ask me. I've got something else. I'm sorry.
It's all
Uh,
right. I'm trying to work it out. Trying to work out some sort of pattern. So you don't want to be asked about where you live. So I think it's because it's very personal, right? So you would
mm,
rather avoid personal questions
yeah.
like,
And,
are you
but
married? How old are you? Or do you have any
I hate
children?
these
Or
questions.
do you have a boyfriend? Or something like that.
And this place, it's not interesting. Nothing special here. Nothing. Just
What do you mean? In
yeah.
your room or here in the StreamYard studio? What do you mean? What are you talking about, Julia?
In this town, yeah, nothing special here
Mhm.
to mention. Mm.
Mhm. Sounds like a place I don't want to live then. If there's nothing special there. You're not really selling it to anyone who
It's
would
quite
like to.
quiet place. I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So is it a place where people like you live?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Is it just I can imagine like this is a small town with about, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 inhabitants. Does that even classify as a town? Possibly. And then every single one of the inhabitants is as shy as Julia is. Can you believe it? Can you guys imagine it?
I can imagine this. No one would be speaking to me, I think.
Yeah, but that's the plan, isn't it? The only thing that people are allowed to ask you about is what's the weather like? What food do you like?
Hmm.
What are you making for dinner? Maybe, possibly. Yeah? No?
I don't know. I'm not much talkative now today.
That's that's all right. You know what? It might be my fault because I introduced you as a shy person. So you're trying to live up to it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're trying to live up to it. I think that's exactly what it is. Because imagine I had introduced you as a talkative person, as a as a garrulous
Yeah.
person. Yeah, you know the word garrulous.
um, I heard this, but I forgot it. I'm not sure. Mhm.
Garrulous is very talkative.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have recently recorded a podcast. I've actually pre-recorded podcast. It's the 400th episode of the Next English podcast, and that's a mistake I make there. Yeah, so it's like a spoiler alert, everyone. The word is pronounced garrulous. Yeah, not the way I pronounce it on that podcast. All right, so don't listen to it, but take this word with a pinch of salt. Take my pronunciation with a pinch of salt. To take something with a pinch of salt, it means not to take it very
Seriously.
That's it. Do you take your life with a pinch of salt, Julia?
No, I think life is very serious.
You think life is very serious, yeah? We should live it in a serious way?
No,
Should we do that?
it's not a good idea.
What happens if you if you take your life in a serious way? If you take it seriously?
I think it would be boring, maybe sad. Yeah, not funny.
No.
Yeah,
Not funny or not fun?
not fun. Sorry again.
No, no need to apologize. That's what I'm here for.
But it sounds better, yeah. But it's mistake. Okay, I know.
Do you know what? I'm gonna ask you a question. You're gonna love. You're gonna love love me asking this question. Does Julia like football, Zdenek? Oh, it's a question for me. Sorry. So I can't. I mean, it's a question for me, obviously,
No.
because this person is asking about you in the third person. Yeah. So it's. Oh, you know what?
but
I'm going to
you
transform
could
this
respond
question.
this. But
I'm going
it's
to
about
transform
me.
this question. Yeah. So, Julia, do you like football?
What do you think? I think you know it. I don't like it. It's boring.
Okay, you have to change
For
the
me.
question into does Julia like Zdenek? maybe you have a better chance of a positive answer. I certainly hope so. Although this may change after this lesson. So Irena says also there's an alternative. You can take something with a grain of salt as well. Yeah. People really want to know where you are from, Julia. Should you at least give us the continent? Come on, give us the continent. Okay, give us the planet. Is it?
It's planet Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No surprises there. I kind of expected that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My geographical knowledge is good enough to have guessed that. Okay, come on, give us the continent at least. Oh, the hemisphere. Give us the hemisphere. The northern or the southern hemisphere? Or the equator? Is it the equator?
It's not equator.
Okay.
But don't ask me more.
Okay, northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Is it winter where you are now, or is it summer?
It's winter. Why are you asking? You know it.
I know it, I know, but I just want you to say it. It's your lesson, not mine. I guess it's my lesson too, but in a different way, okay? So you're from the northern hemisphere.
Oh, it's better to speak about something else.
Okay, what are
You
you?
want to kill me?
I wouldn't do that to you. What are you drinking then? What are you drinking?
It's tea.
Is it tea? What kind of tea is it?
I think it's cherry tea.
Cherry tea? You make tea from cherries.
It's not real cherry. It's something. I don't know how to say it. Flavor.
Okay, it's just a flavor. I see. I was imagining like how you just put the cherries in a tree in a tea.
Well, it's possible.
And boil it. Is it?
Like this, yeah.
Would that classify as tea though?
I think it is.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, if you say so. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of comments here actually today. People are very talkative. I think somebody is suggesting that you might be from the Czech Republic, Julia, but who knows?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
We are both from the Czech Republic, right?
we are both from the Czech Republic, right? Yes, we are. Some people might be wondering, why on earth are you not speaking Czech to each other then? Would you mind answering that question, Julia?
Because we love English.
Because we love English.
Yeah.
I suppose so. I suppose that's part of the reason, yeah. And yeah, that's where we are from. So it is the southern hemisphere. How would you describe it? Okay, I can imagine that there are a lot of people from a lot of places in the world that may have never heard about the Czech Republic. So how would you explain to them where this country is situated, Julia? What would you say to them?
So it's in Europe.
Okay. Well, assuming they know where Europe is, I guess. Yeah. Where in Europe is it then?
I think it's like a geography lesson. And I hate
A little bit, yeah.
these questions are
Not your cup of tea, yeah. Okay,
definitely
I apologize. So it looks like someone is suggesting that the cat got the cat's got your tongue, which means you say this to someone when they don't want to talk. The cat got. Come on, stop torturing Julia here. Actually, I did that because I put the comment up on the screen. But Julia, listen, there are more people who love English, so we're not the only ones. Yeah. I don't know what Helen was responding to when she said it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But never mind. Okay, Julia, tell us what you are up to today. What are you up to?
Do you mean what I am doing this day?
Mm-hmm.
Today?
Yeah, these days. Yeah.
Nothing. I'm just working and nothing special. Really. Just work and English and yeah.
Work in
nothing more.
English.
Yeah.
So
It's my life.
so English is the better part of your day, I assume.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. I'm so happy. So happy to hear that. Obviously, as I'm one of what you call English teachers, right? So I'm always excited to hear something like that from my students. Doesn't always happen, but when it does, it makes a difference. Yeah, because you have to have the right attitude, the right mindset. You get some students who are like, "Oh no, English again." Usually these are kids, yeah. But have you always loved learning English, Julia?
No. When I was younger, I had some problems with English.
Some problems. What kind of problems?
I was not good at it, and I needed it for my study. So I forced myself to learn this, and I realized that I like it. Yeah.
You realize that you like it. How did that make you feel when you realized that you liked it?
Strange feeling.
Strange. How? In what way? Was it like, oh my gosh, I actually like it?
Yeah.
How is that even possible? What's going on? The world has gone crazy. What's happening? What's happening to me? Oh my god! Did you freak out? Did you freak out, Julia, when it happened?
No, I was calm. I was, I was not freak out.
You didn't freak out. Did you celebrate it or something like that?
No.
No. So was it like? Did it happen how to describe it? Did it kind of happen overnight, or was it one specific moment when you realized it, or was it gradual?
Yeah,
Was
the
it a gradual change?
specific moment, because
Really?
I ended my exam in English, and
Did you pass it?
yeah, and I
Ah,
decided to just continue studying English. So
okay. Do you think if you hadn't passed the exam, you would still love English now? If you hadn't passed that specific exam, because it feels like
mm,
a decisive
uh,
moment there.
I don't know.
No, you're not sure.
I don't want to imagine this situation.
You don't want to imagine it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, would that be traumatic for you?
Yeah, very.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but fortunately, you did pass that exam, and you know what? Sometimes when we well, I think it's almost always when we succeed in whatever we do in life, in general, like with our efforts, endeavors, aims, we complete our aims, objectives. It makes us want to do more of this, right?
Mm-hmm. I must mention I didn't pass this exam on the first attempt. So
Ah, you didn't have to say that.
yeah, but I think it's I have to.
Okay, you know what? It did spoil the enjoyment of it.
Why?
I'm asking you. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you.
Uh, what kind of enjoyment do you mean?
If you pass an exam, is it different? Is it different when you pass it on your second attempt to, let's say, passing it on your first attempt? Or is it exactly the same? Or is it maybe better in some ways as well?
Yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm.
How could it be better then?
Mm. It's hard to explain. It's hard to imagine.
Okay, but what I'm thinking is if you keep passing all your exams on your first attempt, it might become, too dull. kind of. I always pass the exams. Who cares? Yeah, I want some.
Yeah,
I
but
want to fail
I'm not
for
like you.
once. I must be really going into terrible topics today. I'm so sorry. Perhaps it's because I'm nervous about a specific football match that I'm about to watch tonight. And Nrup, one of my ex-students, is actually responding to that right now. He says, you better don't miss Arsenal versus West Ham because of your lesson. Well, I will have you know, Nrup, that I have another lesson after this. So you're right. I have to be disciplined. I must not prolong it today, which is very hard for me to do. It's easier said than done, I always say, this is going to take 20 minutes, and then it's 30 or 40. I should never, ever speak about the timing of anything I do ever in my life. How about you and time management, Julia? Are you as bad as me? I think it's almost impossible to be as bad as me when it comes to time management.
And do you think you have a problem with this?
Yes, a serious one. Especially when it
Or
comes to my English lessons with my students. They should be 45 minutes long, and they're never ever 45 minutes long. And they're never ever shorter than 45 minutes to compensate for it. I could compensate somehow, right? One day it would be longer, another day shorter. No, they're always longer.
mm-hmm.
Do you have problems like that, Julia, or not? Do you work longer? Do you, when, your night. You said you have night shift. Yeah. Do you sometimes stay there till 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 the till the midday or something?
No,
Never.
never.
You
Yeah.
see, you're better than me. You're better than me.
Sometimes I forget about something I must do,
Okay.
but this is all.
But that's like a punishment. You're punishing yourself. You forget to do it, or you stay at work longer. You stay overtime to finish it.
I don't mean my work. I just mean
Okay.
something else. Yeah, to be clear.
Thanks.
Some meeting or something like this.
Yeah.
Some homework.
Homework.
Homework. Yeah.
We should also tell people that we are in the middle of the English through role plays course, which is a course you have decided to take. So how is that going for you? That's a group course. How is that for a shy person like yourself?
Don't ask me.
Don't ask. What? Hang
Sometimes
on,
it's hard. Yeah, I'm introvert, so it's
Is it tough?
sometimes
Is it
hard.
tough for you? Because it's about role play, so you have to talk a lot,
Yeah.
and you have to. It's almost like you're in. Imagine you are in a theater. You have a role, and you have to act out a role. So you have to do something that it's not you, right? So how do you handle that?
It's hard in the start of this course. Several first minutes. That's hard, but there's some warm up, and it's better then. Yeah, and when I take some role,
Yeah.
it's much better. I can imagine I'm someone else and I'm doing some crazy things, and in the end I enjoy it. It's yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you say that, because if you had said something else, and now all these people listening to this would not want to take the course. So thanks a lot for saving my job, I guess, or saving the course. No, I genuinely think you are doing a great job there, and it's just
Okay.
maybe what makes it easier is the fact that everybody is doing it, and it's like, it becomes kind of natural. It's a place where you are expected to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of get used to it in the end.
And I love this crazy topics, crazy tasks we do there.
You like crazy tasks? Yeah, I like to
Yeah.
prepare crazy tasks. Yeah. The thing is, like, sometimes the usual course books, ladies and gentlemen, are too boring. Yeah. So if you look at the units in a regular course book, it's usually family, hobbies, my daily life, the environment. But it's never something like relationship going wrong, or alcohol, or what else was there, Julia? Animal, weird animals talking, and robots and things like that. Yeah. Which is something I like to do. Often I prepare the role plays in a way that they are controversial, so you kind of end up having an argument about something controversial or very silly. What was the last role play? Do you remember one of the last role plays we did? Do you remember what it was about? Would you mind telling the viewers here?
My last task was to pretend I am robot. So it was very hard to speak in English and do this robotic voice. Yeah, it was crazy. I must say I love it. Yeah, yeah.
You love being a robot, or you love
No,
doing the role play?
I love crazy things.
You love crazy things.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's a possibility. Like, these days, you can change your gender, right? You can have an operation. I'm not sure they have gone so as far as to turn you into a robot. I feel like we are not there yet. I mean, you can have a chip in your body, I suppose. I don't know if you can be changed into a robot.
You can change lots of parts of your body, but not brain.
Yeah, the brain is a problem, right?
Yeah. So you are
Yeah.
not. You are still not robot. I think. If you.
Yeah. Well, you can have a robotic hand. For example, there are people who lose their hand, right? And they can replace those hands, that hand, with a robotic hand, and it works really well. Although I think the only issue of this is that it's usually super expensive. Yeah, so not everyone can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. All right. So I suppose because I don't want to miss the match.
Yeah. So hurry up.
Are you saying we should move on with this lesson, Yulia? Are we too slow? Is it going nowhere? You know what? You will be surprised, but these lessons, or these kind of, when I record my podcast, these podcasts that are weird are often the most popular ones for some reason. When things are weird, little bit, because you know what, I could be here for 30 minutes talking to you about past perfect. That's what people can watch
Can you
everywhere.
imagine me
On
speaking
all
about past
YouTube
perfect?
channels, they get this. Yeah, on all
Yeah.
YouTube channels, people get this. Isn't this
Uh-huh.
more interesting to talk about nonsense or nothing, or I don't know. I don't know. I hope so.
Maybe it's interesting to use past perfect in crazy things. Yeah. In this
In
way,
what?
it would be
In what?
in crazy situations. Yeah.
Oh, past perfect in crazy situations.
Yeah.
Something like, when I came to the party, everybody had been dead. Everybody had been killed. When I came to the party, everybody had been killed. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice sentence.
I'll give you 3 sentences. Yeah, it's for everyone here. When I came to the party, everybody had been killed. Hang on, I'm complicating it. I'm using it in passive as well. Okay, we can do it. Why not? When I came to the party, everybody had been killed. That's sentence number 1. Sentence number 2. When I came to the party, everybody was killed. That's sentence number 2. And the last sentence, when I came to the party, everybody was being killed. What's the difference between these 3 sentences? And I couldn't make it any harder by choosing to go for passive as well. So it's not only is this 3 different English tenses that talk about the past, but also they are all in passive. So
Okay. So do you want my response?
if you want, yeah, go for it.
So first, I think it's. What was the sentence? Can you say it again, please?
When I went to the party, when I came to the party, everybody had been killed.
So when I came there, everyone was dead at the time. It happened before.
What did you see? Imagine you sort of opening the door of the
Yeah,
venue.
and
Yeah.
everyone is dead. So
And so you see, what do you see?
dead people.
Yeah, you
Because
see,
it's happened before.
exactly. You see bodies lying on the ground. Yeah.
Horrible.
Well, you said you
and
wanted something weird, so there you
the
go. Now
second,
we have the maximum people watching that we have had throughout the whole life. So, but once we started talking about dead bodies, they have all arrived. So there you go. That's we need to do this more often for sure. There's no other way.
and second sentence was,
When I came to the party, everybody was killed.
so it happened after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you came, you opened the door, and then
Someone just
maybe right
starting
after
to,
it could be as
yeah.
soon as you came. It was kind of a sequence, right? You came to the party, and then hopefully you survived. You survived it.
And
I mean,
third
yeah.
one, if
Oh,
you,
hang on, Yule, hang on. Do you think you survived it if you say it like that?
I don't think so.
Unless you are a hologram or a ghost talking, then you must have survived it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to tell the story, right?
Okay. And
And the third
third
one,
sentence, it's
everybody was when I came to the party, everybody was being Everybody was being killed. That's a weird one.
So you enter the room exactly in the time when someone is doing this.
Someone is murdering the people. Exactly. So these are all what we call narrative tenses, ladies and gentlemen. We use these tenses to tell stories. Now we need to deal with the what's it called? Feedback. Yeah. So I'm gonna share my screen with everyone. And thank you very much for clarifying this, Julia. It seems like grammar is your forte.
It's not true one.
I think it is.
I was lucky.
I know a lot of students who would struggle with this. Forte, by the way, yeah? Forte is another way of saying... S,
skill.
T...
No,
not skill.
I don't know.
S-T-R-E-N.
Strength.
Strength, yeah? Strength. Okay. Censorship. Which one of these is a verb? Which one of these is a noun?
The censorship is noun, and censor is verb.
Yeah. I'm thinking, could it be a censor? Could someone be a censor as well? I'm going to check this for us, yeah? A person could possibly be a censor, yeah? A censor could also be a person, so... This one, the first one is a noun and a verb, so you can censor something or you can be a censor.
Mm-hmm.
Censorship is the abstract idea of the whole thing. Yeah, Julia, how do you pronounce these two words? Can you give us some sentences with these two words?
So it was quite hard, and I was quiet for 5 minutes.
Good. Nice sentences. Yep.
But it's a bit small. Could you?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
if I were to be, yeah. There you go. Yeah. So quite is an adverb. A similar word would be somewhat. Or to a certain degree, quite, yeah. To a large degree, I suppose. And quiet is the opposite of what?
Loud.
Correct. Yeah. Remember what I said at the beginning? This is not a pronunciation thing, my bad. I just want to teach this phrasal verb. I actually can't remember what I said exactly, but I think I was talking about somebody's expectations. Was it mine or yours? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. So if you expect something to happen, if you expect someone to do something, and then they do it, we can say that they live up to the expectations. Yeah? So for example, let's imagine going back to your exam. Maybe there were some people who believed in you a lot. Yeah, these people believed in you a lot. And then when you pass the exam, finish the story.
I lived up to their expectation.
To their expectations, yeah. Very good. How do you pronounce this word that I am about to mispronounce in episode 400 of the Next English podcast?
Garrulous.
Garrulous, yeah. The stress is on the first syllable, garrulous. And if someone is garrulous, does it mean that they are quiet?
No, they are talkative.
Talkative. Okay, very good. This one shouldn't be read. This is an idiom. If you take things with a pinch of salt, does it mean, Julia, that you take things seriously?
No, it means opposite.
it means the opposite. Very good. The difference between fun and funny.
Yeah, some joke is funny, and yeah, some nice situation is fun if it's
Yeah. So
also,
if you enjoy this lesson, would you say it's been
fun.
funny or it's been fun? What's the
It
more
could be
appropriate
funny.
word? It could be funny too. It could be
Yeah.
fun. But which one is more appropriate here?
Fun.
Fun. Yeah. So if you enjoy something, guys, it's fun. If something makes you laugh, then it's probably funny. Okay. Sometimes even things that are not funny can make us laugh, of course. Yeah. Then we have this word. To be honest, this is mostly about pronunciation. So, do you know how to pronounce this? It's one of the planets in the solar system, obviously.
Earth.
I can see there's a little bit of a problem. So we've got this here, th.
Okay.
So how should you pronounce th in English, Julia? How do you say this word?
Three.
Yeah. How do you say this word?
30.
30.
So,
How about this one?
this is the same.
No.
Thirsty. So earth.
Now,
Earth. Maybe.
earth. There you go. Yeah. So it's about the th. Th in English, th can be pronounced in 3 different ways. It can be pronounced as th or t sometimes, but usually it's th or th. Do you know some words that have th that are pronounced as th?
I don't know.
I feel very lazy today. I don't want to use the phonetic alphabet because... Oh, wait. Maybe I have it here. No, I don't. Should be here.
Maybe,
oh, it is here. Look, it is here.
Those?
Yeah. Exactly. Those. Those. Yeah. So that would be this sound. Yeah. It has this weird symbol. It looks like number 6, but kind of upside down. Yeah. Those. Or these. Or this. Or that. Yeah. That would be the sound. Whereas these words are... Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. These, those, this, that, yeah? Whereas these words have sound that uses... I guess it's this symbol. First one, although I don't like the way it's... I don't like the way it looks here, but I guess it's the font, yeah? It's like 0, and then there's a line in the middle. Okay? Okay, so and then we have got also some other words which have t sound, but this is more like an exception. For example, there's a river in London, Thames, right? So there's th, but it's not pronounced as th or the, but it's just Thames. And then there's also Thailand, right? Thailand. All right. How do you pronounce this word?
T.
Okay, so I want to help you with one thing. Yeah, when this sound is at the beginning of words, it should be a little bit aspirated. For example, so not t, but t. T. Yeah. So in our language, in Czech, we don't really do this. In our language, we just say t. Yeah, t. But in English, when it's at the beginning, especially at the beginning, we say t. Try it.
T.
T. T. T.
T. It's hard.
No, you need to
Yeah.
practice a little bit, yeah?
Teacher.
Teacher. Teacher.
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
T-Rex.
T-Rex. T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Yeah. Any more words?
I don't know.
Take.
Mm-hmm.
This word. How do you pronounce this word?
Cherry.
Yes. Now it's correct, Julia. Now it's correct.
I think
Cherry.
I said sherry.
Yeah, you said
it's a
cherry.
drink. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. But it should be cherry. Cherry. Okay. Yeah. This sentence, and I want you to pay attention to how you pronounce this specific word. Yeah.
Both.
And say the whole sentence to me.
We are both from the Czech Republic.
Very good. Again, there's th. Yeah. So it's like it belongs to this group. Okay. You were talking about English, and you use the correct preposition to be good at something. I hear a lot of students making a mistake in this. Well, I think we talked about this in the last lesson as well. Usually it's good at something. There are some exceptions. You can be good with children, yeah, or you can be good in bed. But mostly when you're talking about some kind of an activity, it's going to be at. Okay, so good job there. This phrasal verb, do you remember what the context was when I asked you this question?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure myself. Oh, yeah. We were talking about the moment that you realized that you actually liked English, right? And I asked you how that made you, yeah, how that made you feel, and you said, and then I asked more specifically, did it freak you out? So, what could be a synonym for this? Let's say
Scared. Scare.
Scare or scared with did. How make the whole sentence? Make the whole question for me, please.
In the past. Did you scare out?
Did you scare out?
It's strange.
No, it's very strange. Yeah.
Were you scared?
Maybe were you scared, but it's better to say. I guess the better version would be.
But it's without out.
Yeah. Of course it is. Yeah. Of course. Were you scared? That doesn't sound right, because it wasn't really about fear, you know.
Okay.
It was more like, because the freak out, it's not only just about fear, is it? It's more like, it's also like a little bit like a shock as well. Yeah. Maybe did it scare you? Maybe it would be better. Did it scare you? Then were you scared? I just feel like if you say did it scare you, at least it refers to one specific moment, kind of. Whereas if like were you scared, it seems to be referring to your sort of frame of mind, which is weird there. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. But there were two sentences that I thought were wrong.
Oh.
So
not past, only past.
Can you say the sentence again?
Because they didn't.
Yeah, can you read the whole sentence for me?
I didn't pass this exam on the first attempt.
This word, where does it have stress?
Exam in the
So can you try again?
second. What to
The
say?
whole sentence.
I didn't pass this exam on the first attempt.
Much better. Also, very nice job. Very nice job pronouncing attempt. Yeah, attempt. Also stress on the second syllable. Okay, like so. All right. And what's wrong with this?
I think it would be preposition, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah. How
with
did you
this.
know it would be the preposition? How did you guess it?
Because I think rest is good.
No, because the Google document underlined it. See? And I can you guys see it? Because I also installed Grammarly, right? So Grammarly is a good software. I highly recommend it. It's a Google extension that you can all install, and it will sometimes help you with your. I say sometimes because it doesn't correct everything unless you pay for the
So there's
like
that's a price.
for the advanced version. So it should be at, yeah. It's hard at the start, at the beginning, at the start, at the end as well, not in the start. And how do you pronounce this word?
Robot.
So this can get sometimes tricky. So you have these words which have two syllables in them, and a lot of O letters O. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's robot.
Robot. So it's O.
Yeah,
There.
robot. And this one is
It's photo.
yeah. Again, it's photo. This
Photo.
there's double
again
O.
O.
It's actually not the same as robot. Yeah. So robot, photo. Okay. All right. Do we have some comments from any of our viewers here? You said you called Julia shy, so she had to live up to it. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, Julia, do you have anything to say at the end of our lesson?
I think no. Just enjoy the match.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming. By the way, thanks for attending the lesson.
Yeah.
I hope
And
I did
thanks
not.
for everyone to be here.
Yeah, I hope I did not torture you too much as an English teacher.
Not much.
Not much.
Thank you.
Not enough.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
Next time. I think you did a fantastic job, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here, and thanks everyone for watching this live stream. If you want to help this channel, please click the like button. And as well as that, if this is your first time watching, why don't you subscribe to the channel for more lessons like this one? Thank you, everyone, and until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Julia.